What up, what up, what up, everybody? It's your boy Neo, and I had a great underappreciated night, and it shocked me, and it's currently hitting me still so hard that I had to come on here and do this video because I wanted to dissect it in front of you. I wanted to see how it felt to put this type of interpersonalness, if that's a word, on the line, which means online. Let me take a quick rundown of what happened. I had a party for my old job as a police officer. It's kind of like a Christmas party, but it's the older cats. You know, the new cats, you know, the new regime is a new regime. You know what I mean? The older heads are a tight knit group, great group of people, and I got to go hang out with them. There was also a lot of people there that I did not know, and there was a lot of people there that I kind of knew. Um, but all in all, it was a great feel. And what was messing with me was my at the moment it was being in the moment. You guys know I always try to stop and smell the roses, bring God in to just back up from the situation and just take it in. But I never get to do that when I go to Florida. Because I'm too busy talking and having fun and doing things. And obviously, in that atmosphere, a Christmas party basically, um, you know, I'm not going to be able to do it. And I didn't. And I realized today that not one time did I stop and smell the roses. It was just boom, 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 boom. It was just constant conversations and laughing. Everything was cool. And I kind of like when I realized it, I kind of beat myself up about it. Um, but that was kind of there's a bunch of things compounding on top. So that was one, that kind of upset me, kind of an after effect, because obviously I didn't think about it while I was there, or else I would have stopped and smelled the roses at least once, or just. And when I say smell the roses, I just mean stop and bring the watcher in. That watcher, that feeling of God watching you, and it's like you being ultra happy, which is you giving off a great emotion and being appreciative for the situation that He has put you in, thus manifesting more situations like that. So it's totally something I should have been doing, but I failed at it once again. I sometimes think that's a huge test that I need to pass, because if God is to give me the future that I want now, all the money and everything that comes with that, would I still bring Him in? And no, I wouldn't, obviously. So, I haven't learned my lesson in that respect, and so I'm working at that. Obviously, not good enough. There's not one time in a span of a couple hours, but it is what it is. Try it yourself. It's very hard, but I encourage you to try it and get good at it, as I'm trying to do. But no, I started to think about it today. Okay, I was in a great situation. People have said that I'm the biggest thing to come out of Camden Police Department. You know, basically the biggest celebrity in any room that I walk into outside of like when I'm at work, the regular rooms that I be walking into, and the crazy thing about that is I don't feel it. I know a lot of people will hear that and say, oh, and you know what? There goes the ego again. My ego stepping in saying, no, I know a lot of people that will step in and say no because they're just haters. And then the reasonable side of me starts to lay down facts. I don't know anyone else from Camden PD that has attempted to do this. And out of the ones that have attempted, obviously I've made it the furthest, so that's proof right there. Um, but it's not good enough. It's not good. Like in my mind, if I was to tell this to my ego, let me enjoy this moment. Let me enjoy just existing right now in this capacity, whatever capacity it is to outsiders. I should be very appreciative for it. And it wouldn't let me. My ego would not let me. It was shooting down any chance for happiness. I'm like, well, I noticed a bunch of people were looking at me the way I would look at a celebrity. I know that look because I get that places. And then people end up telling me, and, we have a good time. We take a picture, you know what I mean? I sign something if they want me to. It's all love. And so I was getting that look from a couple people, but a couple of those people might have, I don't know, worked in communications or worked, dispatchers or whatever, and they just, we just weren't close enough to be on like a name basis. But besides, I'm horrible with names, and it's like, all right, so the ego kicks in and says, okay, they're not fans. They're just looking at you like, oh, look, there's Neo. You know what I mean? I wonder if he remembers my name enough to come up and say something. Sorry, I don't. I'm horrible with names. But yeah, the ego takes it and shoots down the happiness of the thought of someone. Because here's the thing about being one of my fans. My fans are. I know other motivational speakers. Their fans like them because of their videos. My fans love me because of who I am. I give you me, my honest opinion, you know? And I'm like right now, this whole video, I'm giving you where my mind is going so that we can dissect it together. You can insert yourself into certain situations about how the ego beats us up. We are our own worst critics. That's hands down for everybody. I think even the conceited people that look in the mirror and say all the stuff, I think deep down inside they still get that punch in the gut too. Because there's people out there that might not think that they look like that. And that's exactly what the ego was doing to me repeatedly. Not last night, like I said, I was having a great time. This was today when I tried to take a step back. And so I had to fight the ego again. Here's the thing. Um, my father was a sergeant. He went to communications. So he was the supervisor of the dispatchers, which were civilians. Um, so automatically, he's held in that respect. I go up there, I'm visiting him, you know what I mean? Talk for something, get some advice on it, writing a report or whatever, make sure everything's tight, whatever we got to do. And, for me to walk into a room full of civilians who are in a police station, which is a privileged thing to be anyway. So they're already, uplifted in their spirits, and they're surrounded by by cops. Being surrounded by cops, it's kind of intimidating when you're not one. I've been there, you know. Even with my dad being who he was, I was still a little intimidated because it is what it is. It's a cop. They have a bunch of people walking around with guns. You know what I mean? They have the ability to kill everybody if they want. It's kind of intimidating. You know what I mean? Hope they don't go postal. But these are the things, these are the underlying factors that make that situation what it is. So I was already walking in on some celebrity shit there. Just humbly speaking, it is what it is. My pops is an OG. He's one of the best sergeants ever was in Cannon PD. Everybody loved him. He's funny. He's cool. That's why he's my best friend. And everybody still loves him to this day. It's all everyone said last night. First thing they said, "Oh, yeah, I tell your dad." I said, "What's up?" Took pictures and videos. Um, but yeah, so I was adopted into that. So when I walk into the room, oh, that's Suso's kid, already put up on this, pedestal. And it's like when I walk in a room with him, we smile, we laugh. Everybody say, "Oh, well, I wish I had your relationship with my father." You got all these different factors, and I'm trying, and I'm bringing these up because these is what I'm using to try to get my ego to calm the fuck down, let me enjoy just 2 seconds of I felt good. Because here's the thing, thoughts become things. I need to feel like a celebrity in order to be that celebrity. My thing is this, I don't really want to be a celebrity. I'll take the money and go live on an island somewhere and meditate and stare at the water like I basically would like to do now. Yeah, and basically, try to do now. But I know that, think of it like this. If you want to manifest yourself going to the beach, manifest yourself on the beach, but also manifest the downtime. Walking to the elevator, waiting on the elevator, going to the bathroom, getting ready to go out. Trust me, you will get to that beach so much faster because you're not just focused on one thing. And the amount of impact that I want to have on the planet, as far as using thoughts become things to shift the entire planet to a more positive standpoint where people are manifesting what they want, using it, manifesting slimy politicians and governments right out of policy, joining companies together, making, making the world all just love. That type of impact is gonna come with celebrity. It's gonna come with money. So boom, let's go. Just like I can't water these celebrity lifestyle seeds by myself, I need my family to help me out. I need everybody around me to help me out. You got to use every weapon you got. So I have an opportunity here now, not well last night, but I have an opportunity to, in this moment at my house by myself, chill mode. I can just stop and appreciate that feeling. That feeling. Your boy came from Canton PD. 5 shows. 5 shows. 4 of them were on the two of the biggest networks. You know what I mean? It's not like Fox. You know what I mean? But that's the biggest network in South Jersey. Maybe even North too. You know what I mean? And it's like, and that was one of the networks, 2 networks. And then that shit led to going to the Oprah Winfrey Network. Everybody there knew that. I'm pretty sure everybody there knew that. The ego's gonna step in right now, just like it did, and say, well, not everybody. Nobody give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? And it's gonna step in and say that. But think about it. I have to combat that. Because me accepting that notion, me accepting that lie, okay? There's people in that room that I genuinely care about and care about me. I've known these a lot of them since I was like 11 years old, 10, 9 years, no, yeah, 9 years old when I first came to Jersey, from Florida. I, you know what I mean? So I gotta shut the ego up. That doubt, that voice that tells you you're not good enough. When you finally get ready and you go to get all dressed up to go to that wedding and you look in the mirror and you say, damn, I clean up pretty well. And then your ego steps in and says, well, you could be 5 pounds lighter. Or this is just a special day. You don't look like this every day. That's that voice. We got to find ways to fight it. And I try to fight it on the spot. I'm not going to try to get at you later because I'm going to forget. I can't even remember to bring in God while I'm having fun. I know I'm going to forget. I need to fight you right now, head on. And so, I try to come up with these different ways. And proving is the greatest way to shut it up. Because if you don't prove it 100%, it's going to keep lingering with some kind of bullshit excuse. Oh, not everybody here knows who you are. Yeah, they kind of do. It's Cannon PD. At the very least, they know I'm Sousa's kid. Yeah, that cop that came in, balls to the wall, and was chasing niggas and just getting Listen, my reputation precedes me when it comes to CPD. And you know what? Here's the thing about this is, can nobody there say I fucked them over? Can nobody there say that I went and was telling their business? And people confide, yo, I was the camp counselor. I was like that in high school, and I was like that in Canada PD. People came to me. They just naturally felt like they could talk to me. Nobody's business got spread to nobody. I kept all that shit secret. Like patient confidentiality. Not one person can say that. I've seen things. Come on, man. We was cops. I was 21 years old as a cop. I've seen things and done things, and man, that's it. Till death do us part. That's the information right there that I've seen. Till death do us part, and we not even gonna separate them. We just gonna leave this vessel, this flesh suit I'm in. Yeah, I was cocky. I guess I didn't see it. Only time I see me being cocky is when I'm playing football, or yeah, when I'm playing football or any type of video game. Other than, you know what I mean. So, but I'm sure they said that people say that I have an arrogance about me when I walk into the room. Honestly, I don't even be thinking about it. I just walk into a room. If that's what it looked like, that's I can't do nothing about it. I'm sorry. If I offend you, I can't do nothing about that. I just be walking in the room, scratching my head, wondering what I'm gonna do next. So even though they might be able to sit up there and talk shit like that, cause I know a couple people who would say that, but it ain't even the people that would say that. It ain't even that. They mad at me for some other reason. Like this just one lieutenant's wife was trying to get up on me, and I didn't know it was his girl. I didn't know, and I wasn't even really entertaining it, but it came off looking bad, and that's messed up, man. I ain't never really vocalized that, but that's messed up because she kind of set me up. She set me up. But anyway, he might be able to say I flirted with his girl. I didn't know nobody, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I ain't screw nobody over. I went there, I did my work. I didn't call out like crazy. I didn't have a bunch. I had one IA case. One. My entire time there. It was right towards the end, and it was stupid. You know what I mean? I locked this dude up, and he said that I was waiting outside the jail for him when he got out. Okay. They called me the IA. Okay. I know I didn't do that. Play the cameras. What the fuck? I'm sorry for my language. There's cameras everywhere where they let out the jail. Do you see any? He said I was in the cop car waiting for him. Do you see any cop cars anywhere? Besides, look at my log. I was off doing something else. How the hell he get out 20 minutes later anyway? Overpopulated jails. They just let people out. It's funny. Um, Kind of got off topic a little bit, but I'll just try to give you a rundown of what Cannon PD was like and what my standing was before I left. And afterwards, you gotta understand, they were doing illegal practices. My first YouTube video was about their illegal practices. I stood up for the cops against administration. Still paying for it to this day. The chief won't give me my retired ID. He refuses. I went and took the picture, submitted it like 6 times. He refuses. He refused to even speak about it. Hey, whatever. I'm good either way. I'm in control of my destiny now. Back then, I thought it was, I needed a badge and nah. I'm in control now. And with that said, I'm gonna get my shit signed. Watch. But, that's what it is. I stood up for them. I did 2 10-minute videos talking about the illegal quotas, all that other shit. You think it went somewhere? Illegal ass quotas being enforced on us. You think it went somewhere? Nope. She got buried. But it was a great start to my video because I learned that I could talk in front of a video. I hadn't really done it like that before. Um, so add that on. You know, the second or third to last time I was in City Hall, one of the ladies had a conniption fit. Oh my God, it's you! I don't even know. Should I ask for an autograph? I don't even. Yeah. So for me, and I'm saying all this, trust me, I'm not bragging. I'm laying this out for you because I want you to really feel what I should have felt in that room, or what I should have felt in this room yesterday. While I was there, I felt what I should have felt: joy, happiness, laughter, reminiscing, people that had been through shit with me while I was good. Like that, that's what I needed to feel. And I loved it. I loved it, and I thank you, and I love everyone that was there yesterday. Yeah, I love you guys. I felt what I needed to feel right there. I needed that. You know what I mean? Afterwards, analyzing the situation, taking time out of my day to sit back and just feel what I need to feel to manifest the future I want to manifest for myself and my family. This is like going to work for me. Except for if it ever feels like work, you shouldn't do it. These mental exercises. If it ever feels like work, don't do it. No. All right? Change your feeling and then do it. Don't go away and say you'll do it tomorrow because you won't. Change how you're feeling and then do it. But I try to sit back. Spend a half an hour watering an amazing seed of feeling like the celebrity I want to be, feeling like the G, because I was in there GQ smooth last night. You know what I mean? I had you look, man. I was in there. I was in there throwing the energy, just shining. Or I felt like I was, which is what counts. That's the energy I was giving off. So for me to take time aside to feel that celebrity feel and use an actual situation where there's at least one person in this room that I have never met, because there was a bunch that was with the people that I was with. There was a lot of people. There was tables everywhere. This was a bar, big ass restaurant, and they was looking. That combination, there was at least like 10 of them in that area that I'm thinking about right now. Past that, I don't know. There was a lot of people everywhere. I'm just talking about this little area. It had like 4 or 5 tables to this one side, and then like a bunch of tables over there. But there was a couple people that da 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 da, and I got it's it pisses me off. I gotta go in my mind right now. My ego is still saying no, it ain't. No, it ain't. Everybody there, da 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 da, da 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 da, negative, negative, negative. And I'm like, yo, why you doing that? I know the ego is programmed to combat you. Um, say there's $1 million on the floor in front of you, it's gonna say no, there's not. Say there's not $1 million on the floor in front of you, it's gonna say, well, there could be. Tell it you look good, it's gonna say, but you don't. Tell it you look bad, it's gonna say, but you can look good. It sucks, but it's our programming. It's here for a reason. My oneness with God means I put it there for whatever, maybe to make this life entertaining, because God knows I get bored when shit's too easy. love, love, a challenge and succeeding through it. Sorry about that. Water went down the wrong hole. Um, so yeah, because this ego is really blocking me from providing. Excuse me. It's blocking me from providing my children with what I want to provide them with. What do I do? Do I drink more water? Do I burp? Do I do both? Yes, and people ask me all the time, oh, why aren't you there yet? Why aren't you there yet? Because I can't see it. I'm trying. I'm trying. I've come this far, and like I always say, I still see myself as a 25-year-old kid living in Camden, just barely making it. Working at McDonald's, paycheck to paycheck. That's how I feel. And that is not the case whatsoever. That is new. I've done so much. You guys heard a bunch of it just now. From that, from Cannon PD to Oprah Winfrey Network. It's a lot of distance in between. And it's a lot of distance in between. Both. I don't feel it. I wish I could. I wish I could. My ego won't let me. And it's funny, I hate saying the word ego, because you think ego, that you think conceited. It's actually both that and lack of the conceit. I don't know if I said that right. I give you me. I'm not perfect. Obviously. Because I underappreciated the hell out of that night. So, but no, but I'm seriously, I'm going to try to take some time, and I'm going to sit back and think about it and try to let something marinate. At the end of the day, I can prove to my ego, and remember, if you prove to somebody else is one thing, but proving it to yourself, That's a lot harder. I can prove to my ego that there was at least one person in there that loves me, for my mind, for what I'm presenting. You know, what thoughts become things, and my essence. You know, they don't know me personally, okay? And they're a fan. I can prove that, which shuts the ego up a little bit. But then it says, oh, but that's just one person. Come on, man. Really? I can't even get that. I can't get that for 1 second. You're not gonna let me marinate in it. Took me long enough to get that to that level, and that's where you hit me with. And I can't even say nothing to that. I can't even say nothing to that. Even if I say it was 10, it's gonna say, it was more like 4. Okay. I'm going live with you right now. Okay. More like 4. 4 feels good, but it's weak sauce. It's weak sauce compared to the millions of followers that these motherfuckers got online, and they not contributing shit to the planet. And then I reminded myself just now, and I'm glad that my subconscious just did it, reminded myself of the whole you don't know the outcome yet. You know, uh, even I always say this, people, even Justin Bieber's video took a little bit to get to 100 views. It had an explosion after that. So if I am in basically Justin Bieber's day 3 or 4 after uploading the video, and he only has 10 views, and they're all his friends, if I am feeling like I am in that space right there, it could be seen as a good feeling because I know what the future holds. And that's actually where I go with it. And that's why I was able to defeat the ego just now when I was running that scenario. And then the battle's over. That's the thing. The battle's over. It lasted. It was a thought. I'm going to have 60,000 more of these bitches today. Let the games begin. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? Now, fortunately for me, it's what going to be 30 something degrees tomorrow. I no, it's going to be 32 at night. I think tomorrow it's going to be 47 is the high. I'm not going to leave the house. Sorry. I don't have to. Fortunately for me, I am living a godly life. I wake up and do the primitive things. Shit, shower, shave, take care of my family. And when I find spare time, do what I love. I started flying again. I got in like 6 packs today. 6 great flights. Manifesting wise, just a little update. Um, just like my eclipse didn't work for years, I started meditating on this bitch, and it started right up, and I sold it. Sorry. It happened with this big drone. It just was not working. The camera wasn't working no matter what I could do. The camera wasn't working. And I meditated on it. I started watching videos, and I turned it on today and flew it. Not only flew it, but I flew it the way it used to fly. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Um, I had to hit the kill switch because I lost myself and it was heading towards the pool. But yeah, it was cool. I was only like 1 foot off the ground, barely moving. I just got done doing a crazy power loop. But yeah, you know what? I gotta end this video because it's coming up on a half an hour. But the ego is gonna fuck with you. I'm sorry, it is. Stay on top of your game. 60,000, win 30,001. I know that's a lot, but listen, your future depends on this shit, okay? So win 30,001 at least today, and then do it tomorrow. Don't do it one day at a time. Don't live one day at a time. Don't go through something one day at a time. Do all those things one moment at a time. That's how you make shit count. That's how you win. I love you guys. I'm gonna holler at you on the next one. Till then, this has been another one. Peace.